You know what time it is. Time it is. Time it is. Time it is.
I called you because I know that you know us. I know that it's been a while, you know, since we were in session with you and stuff, and so we've just been having some issues. We were just recently in Chicago. We had, you know, a blow up. It was work related to my work of somebody.
No,
Listen,
I ain't gonna say it live.
No,
it was not work related.
No,
it's not
the conversation we was having was in relation to me doing business with somebody who sent me heart eyes in my DM. I told my husband out of respect.
So you showed him the heart eyes and all
this? No, he went through my phone. He went through my phone.
I see the heart eyes.
What you want me to say? He likes me?
Basically told you how fine you was. There is dialogue. It don't look like a monologue. It don't look like he was just shooting into thin air. It's no dialogue that incriminates her. But again, we're talking about an attorney. When you tell me you want me to stand on certain business, baby, you got to reciprocate 100%.
Regardless of what it was, your reaction.
Hey guys, welcome to Little Black Button 91. I promise you I will play the rest of that clip, but I was just watching this clip from Instagram about Kendra and Young Jock. Now I know what you're thinking. He's been cheating so many times. Why is he so pressed? I want to here to tell you, listen, it doesn't matter how many times he cheats. So long as he stays in that relationship, he's always going to want some level of control. He's always going to feel like he doesn't want her to cheat on him. I mean, I don't know about you guys, whether you cheat or not cheated, you don't want anyone to cheat on you, right? But the key thing about this particular video I want to focus on is that Young Jock being this bad husband as in infidelity-wise, right? His greatest fear is about to be unlocked. In fact, it has already been unlocked. The greatest fear that most men who cheat the way he does, who are serial cheats, have babies on you and stuff like that, the greatest fear is you doing him on him, right? Or her doing her on you, right? Either way. So the greatest fear that anyone can have when they're a consistent cheater is that you will do what they do on them, right? They don't want that, okay? And the reason why is because they know they've done you so grimy and so dirty that if you were to even replicate a tenth of what they did to you, they would feel it in their chest, they would feel it in their heart, and they'd feel it in their entire life. And so a lot of the fear is now going to birth control. So as you heard him say, he went into her phone, he checked the messages. It was a dialogue in terms of having a conversation. But you know, she didn't really say anything back that was flirtatious, right? And that is what is going to be a huge problem, because when you cheat, it's like eating the fruit from the tree in the Garden of Eden. Your eyes have now become open to good and to evil. You believe as a human being that you are inherently good. Because you believe you're inherently good, you cheating, right, means now that the world is now a dark place. Why? Because if I'm inherently good and I can do this, that means you can also do this. And that's where the distrust usually begins. And it begins to feed into behaviors that are not conducive to a healthy relationship. But let's break it a bit more down in the next few minutes. Please make sure you're liking, you're sharing, you're subscribing. Make sure you're liking the video. Press it right now. Press it right now. Don't do anything else. Press it right now. Share this with somebody else and then subscribe, and make sure you click on the bell button as well. All right, so you can get all notifications when we upload, because like I said, this year 2025 we gonna heal. Okay, we gonna heal. Let's watch a bit more of this video and break it down for you guys.
It shouldn't have been what it was.
My reaction should have been exactly what it was.
I know I'm not perfect, but the way Jaceel is acting is laughable, because I've been a good, faithful, honest wife to him. I really love my husband. Like, I made a vow to him. I made a vow to the Lord. But I feel as if sometimes it just makes it hard when it's just so much toxicity. It's
Well, I mean, to us, darling, you shouldn't be there by the way that you've spoken about this relationship. But let's focus on this from a relationship standpoint from us. Let's see what lessons we can learn from this. First and foremost, somebody who's a serial cheat, right, on you, right, has no respect for you, and and cheating in itself is kind of abusive. Like, I've done it before, I've been cheated on as well, so I know what I'm talking about, right? It's kind of abusive, but let's just make it real, right? And when I say abusive, I mean emotionally. Let's be real. It is a character flaw, it's integrity issues, it is a lack of patience, it's a lack of being upstanding right citizen. I've been there, so I know, right? I've done my own, and so in that space, when you are doing that several times, you are not only breaking the trust between yourself and the other party, you're actually damaging them. The more they stay, the more damage that they're taking. Now, of course, it is they have to be accountable for why they are staying, but the more that you do, the more that you're actually breaking them. And as you break them, you are damaging them to a place where psychologically they're becoming impaired in the way that they deal with a relationship. And so you start to see these funky, askew, like really weird behaviors from the other party because they're trying to hang on to the other person because their self-esteem is so shot and so broken, their self-worth is so broken and so tarnished that they'll do anything to hold on to you, right? And that leads to very crazy, passive-aggressive, sometimes aggressive behaviors just to cling on to somebody into their life. Now, the scenario here that we talked about was a text message, or at least somebody who she worked with, who she liked, who said that, he found her attractive or whatever, and then entered her DMs with heart eyes. Okay, first and foremost, Kendra shouldn't play a fool. I know Jock has cheated on you, but don't play a fool. And I love the fact that she told him straight away and said, hey, this has happened, right? Now, that relationship is pretty much done. Yeah, because now we're going to do business. It can only be business, and really and truly, it's going to be very hard to keep it anything other than business. And even then, it'll be a little bit scary to do business because you don't know what a person's motive is, right? So it might be better off not doing that game with that person. That person's just ruined the business link. Now, obviously, because she's told Young Jock's obviously got into his emotions. Now, this is where Young Jock has to do a little bit of work, and this is where we can also learn and glean from. His response to her was to go through her phone. Fair, okay. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but I hear what you're saying. Was to go through her phone, even though she was honest about what was happening. And then the frustration that he has, I get it, I understand it. But he made it into you told me to stand on business, and you're not standing on business, but you want me to stand on business. Well, you flouted the laws way before this stand on business situation, way before then. What he needs to focus on is not making it a tit for tat. Whenever you make it a tit for tat, you're about to miss the mark. Okay, it is not a tit for tat situation. What needs to be said is a focus on you and how you feel. What Young Jock needs to do is tell her, I don't feel safe with this interaction. And it makes me feel a little bit jealous, but it also makes me feel a little bit fearful, right? I am a little bit afraid that, that this may turn into something and I'll be hurt at the end. Now, many people don't want to say that because they're afraid to say that. It's too vulnerable to say that I feel a little bit jealous. They're afraid to say I'm a little bit scared. They're afraid to say, look, I don't want to be cheated on. I don't want something to happen, right? And be honest about it, and then invite the other person to be like, hey, what's going on? Is there something more? Like asking, but being in a place of inquiry, not judgment. And first and foremost, that means decipher how you feel, and then let the person know how you feel without it becoming a judgment. And so what I heard from Young Jock was more of a case of like, you're not about to do that to me. And it's like, but she was honest about it. So why are we trashing her honesty? So what's going to happen is next time she ain't going to be honest because she's seen your reaction is wild to the honesty. Now, do I believe there are some honesty that there's some honest stories that need to be told in a very right way? Yeah. You're going to tell somebody that I saw two hot girls today and I couldn't wait to, I was thinking about how I wanted to have sex with them. And, but I only love you, babe. Yeah, that's honesty, but it's oversharing. We don't need to have that. There's a way to deliver information so that a person can receive it in the best format so they can respond to it in the right way. And the right way to do this for Young Jock is to be like, you know what? I can't lie to you. I know I've done you dirty on several occasions. This is causing some insecurity for me. So I know that whenever these situations come about where someone's flirting with you, I do feel some way because I think about the past of what I've done to you, and I don't want you to do what you've done to me. I don't want you to do what I've done to you to me. I'm afraid of that. That's the real truth. You know what I'm saying to you? So is there anything I can do to keep the trust, or is there anything I can do to keep the connection alive between the two of us? Because I don't want it to get to that place where you're not connecting with me and you do that behavior. That's a real RTT. You know what I'm saying to you? Real-time truth. That is real. And you are breaking down how you feel and not focusing on trying to tarnish or a bash of a person. It's about how you feel, bringing it back to center, which is you. That's emotional safety. When you are able to share how you feel about a situation, where you're able to tell the person, these are my emotions, and we talk about this all the time, like our emotional safety box, difficult emotions, being honest, right? So being really honest and having difficult conversations about your emotions, this is how I feel. That's what's going to save their relationship. But in reality, she's taken way too many hits. She has overgiven to a point where she will eventually become exhausted, and she will resent him one day if they don't turn the ship around. This cannot keep going on. But let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. We appreciate you guys. Still looks loaded. We'll see you again very soon. And if you want some coaching, please do reach out down to the link below. We're happy to take you on board as well. Much love.